Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss the remaining parts of chapter 4 from Hornbill, Landscape of the Soul for class 11th. In this video I will discuss a part of this chapter which was actually a part of a newspaper article titled Getting Inside Outsider Art. Getting inside means now the outsider art is a kind of art which was known which is known today also, which is known of a group of those artists who they used to do painting and other artistic works in art and in the field of art and literature, but they are not trained artists. Actually, untrained artists are called outsider art. What is the untrained artist and trained artist? Trained artists are those artists who they have apprentice or practice under a well-known artist, or who they are practicing or they have practiced from an art institution. But outsider art were not the part of any art institution, or they had not taken any formal training. Actually, they were untrained. They were you can say that they were self trained persons, self trained artists, and their artistic work is called outsider art. Now outsider art also started getting into the scene of the main art, means along with main art, the trained artist, the untrained artist's art is also taking place, and it is also being identified and recognized by the people. When French painter Jean Dubuffet mooted the concept of art brut in the 1940s, it is the matter of the 1940s. स्टूडेंट्स ये 1940 के आसपास, 1940 के दशक की बात है ये. 1940s means 40, 41, so till 49 is 1440s. So इन 1940s में फ्रेंच पेंटर जिनका नाम जीन डुबुफेट था, mooted means found, discovered a concept. Okay, means before 1940s this concept of outsider art, or you can say art brut, outsider art and art brut is the same concept. Okay, art brut is also the concept of those group of artists who they used to make who they used to make a contribution in the field of art, but they have not taken any formal training. They have not joined any art school. Means they were untrained artists inspired by themselves. You can say that they were natural artists. Basically, they don't need to take any kind of training. And basically this type of under art brut, those kind of artists are considered whose work are identified or being recognized by the world after their death. That is called art brut. So before 1940s art brut ये जो कॉन्सेप्ट था किसी को नहीं पता था, लेकिन फर्स्ट टाइम फ्रेंच पेंटर जीन डुबुफेट ने इसको आइडेंटिफाई किया कि आर्ट ब्रूट एक जो आउटसाइडर आर्ट है, मतलब जो अनट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट का एक ग्रुप है, उनका भी कंट्रीब्यूशन आर्ट के फील्ड में बहुत ही रिमार्केबल है. और उन्होंने पहली बार इस टर्म आर्ट ब्रूट को या फिर आउटसाइडर आर्ट को मूटेड किया, मतलब फाउंड किया, लोगों के सामने लाया. द आर्ट ऑफ द अनट्रेंड विजनरी. Now it is being described that what is art brut or outsider art. The art of the untrained visionary. Untrained artist, visionary means even the thought of about this artist was minority interest. Means people don't take any interest before 1940s in the artistic works of those artists who they have taken, who they have not taken any formal training. Means who they were natural artists, but people did not take interest towards. मतलब यहाँ पे ट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट भी पेंटिंग बनाते थे, आर्ट में कंट्रीब्यूशन करते थे, और अनट्रेंड भी. लेकिन 1940 से पहले इससे पहले कि जीन डुबुफेट ने इस टर्म को सामने नहीं लाया सबके, तब तक इस अनट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट के बारे में, आर्ट ब्रूट के बारे में और आउटसाइडर आर्ट के आर्ट को लोग उतना बहुत ही कम, माइनॉरिटी में वेरी लेस इंटरेस्ट, मतलब बहुत ही कम इंटरेस्ट लेते थे उसमें, उसको बहुत वैल्यू नहीं देते थे. फ्रॉम इट्स ऑलमोस्ट वेल्ड बिगिनिंग्स, मीन्स आर्ट ब्रूट आउटसाइडर आर्ट कॉन्सेप्ट started almost well means covered, मतलब एकदम almost कह सकते हैं. that is the beginning of this art was almost unremarkable, almost in a very you can say that enthusiastic mood, or people were not identifying, people were not giving importance to this art. So almost having a well beginning, a covered beginning, a slow beginning, you can say. Outsider art, that is art brut, so it is called outsider art also, has gradually become the fastest growing area of interest. But now, after the introduction in 1940s about this term art brut, Now it has become slowly the fastest growing area of interest in contemporary art internationally. And internationally now you could consider that in this contemporary art society, means in this contemporary, that is called the time which is going on, Samkalin, that is called. So in the contemporary field of art, the trained artists have their important places, but this untrained artist, they are natural artists, they have also gaining a lot of name and fame, and their artistic works are also getting popularity. This genre is described, this genre means type. Art brut is a kind of genre is kind. So this kind is described as the art of those, means this is art brut. Now it is giving the definition of it, that this, in this form of art, like outsider art and art brut, those who have no right to be artists, means the trained artists think that in this category the contribution of those artists we count who they have no right actually to be artists, as they have received no formal training, because people thought, or artists thought also, trained artists thought, because they have not taken any फॉर्मल ट्रेनिंग फ्रॉम एनीवेयर, तो चूंकि इन्होंने कोई ट्रेनिंग नहीं ली है, इसलिए इन्हें आर्टिस्ट बनने का, आर्टिस्ट कहलाने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है, ऐसा लोग भी मानते थे 1940 से पहले, और ऐसा आर्टिस्ट भी मानते थे जो ट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट थे. इट्स सो टैलेंट एंड आर्टिस्टिक इनसाइड even that these artists, untrained artists, outsider art and art brut contributors, they had talent also, and their artistic insight means they had understanding of art as well, very well understanding of art also. Their works are a stimulating contrast to a lot of mainstream of his offerings, because the works of these artists, outsider art, were based on a different pattern, and stimulating means that was a direct contrast, opposed to the a lot of mainstream offerings, means mainstream artists जो थे, जो ट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट थे, जैसे mainstream offerings, so जो ट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट थे, उनके कंट्रीब्यूशन के से ठीक अपोजिट अलग थीम पे, क्योंकि बिल्कुल आप जैसे आप कोई चीज़ सीखते हैं और सीख कर करते हैं, तो आप उतना ही कर पाएंगे जितना आपने सीखा है, लेकिन अगर आप कोई चीज़ नेचुरली करते हैं तो उसमें आप का स्कोप नहीं, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, आप बेहतर भी कर सकते हैं मेनस्ट्रीम ऑफरिंग से. तो इन अनट्रेंड आर्टिस्ट ने मेनस्ट्रीम आर्टिस्ट से बेहतर करना शुरू किया, इसलिए इन लोगों के मन में एक तरह की जेलसी आप कह सकते हैं क्रिएट हुई, और मेनस्ट्रीम आर्टिस्ट ने इनका प्रोटेस्ट किया. Around the time Dufit was propounding his concept, means at the time, means near 1940s, while Jean Dufit, the French painter, was propounding, means searching and trying to discover his concept in India, means he was trying to search his concept, discover his concept of art brut, and to inform the word about this art brut and outsider art in India. An untutored genius, and in India already an untutored means untrained genius person was creating a paradise just on the basis of this outsider art. मतलब कह सकते हैं कि इंडिया में ऑलरेडी जीन डूफुट के इंट्रोडक्शन से पहले ही, 1940 से पहले ही, इंडिया में एक जीनियस जो कि कहीं से ट्रेनिंग नहीं लिया उन्होंने, लेकिन वो एक पैराडाइज क्रिएट कर रहे थे, वंडरफुल आर्ट, पीस ऑफ आर्ट क्रिएट कर रहे थे. आप इस स्टूडेंट्स आप इसके बारे में जानते भी होंगे, आगे पता चलेगा आपको. ईयर्स अगो द लिटिल पैच ऑफ जंगल, नाउ इट इज गिविंग एग्जांपल दैट हाउ दिस जीनियस पर्सन क्रिएटेड द वंडरफुल पीस ऑफ आउटसाइडर आर्ट. Years ago, the little patch of jungle, a little piece of forest that he began clearing, that he started cleaning to make himself a garden. And because he wanted to, why he started cleaning the forest? Because he wanted to make a garden of his own, sculpted with his stone. He wanted to carve a stone with himself. He was carving, he was doing artistic work with his stone himself, and recycle material, and he was using wastage materials to recycle them. Is known to the world today as the rock garden, is known to the world today world know about this garden, this genius created as the rock garden at Chandigarh. Students, it is a very famous garden of India, situated in Chandigarh. Who has created it? Let's know about him. It's 80-year-old creator, director Nek Chand. So this rock garden has been created. This is the figure also here of the rock garden. So rock garden, which is situated in Chandigarh, Punjab, that is. In 80 years, now the owner of the creator of this rock garden has named Nek Chand, is of 80 years of age. And because this chapter was actually edited in 2005. So in 2005 he was 80 years of age. So now he would have been almost 95 years of age. So Nek Chand is held as India's biggest contributor. Held means he was accepted by the world community. He was people accepted him as India's biggest contributor to outsider art. That this 80-year man of Chandigarh, Nek Chand, is the biggest contributor of this in the field of outsider art. The 15th, the 50th issue is spring 2005. द 50th इश्यू 50th पब्लिकेशन एडिशन कह सकते हैं. जैसे ये 50वीं पब्लिकेशन जब हो रही थी, 50वीं, जैसे कोई भी चीज़ हर साल एडिट होता है, जैसे बुक ही है, तो एक स्प्रिंग करके न्यूज़ मैगजीन है ब्रिटेन का, यूके बेस्ड मैगजीन है, स्प्रिंग नाम है उसका. उसने अपने 2005 के वर्जन में, जो 2005 में उसने 50th जो 50वां उसने संस्करण अपना निकाला, पब्लिश किया. Spring 2005 of Raw Vision. Raw Vision is the name. Actually, the Raw Vision is the name of the this book. It was spring season of 2005 when they were going to publish their 50th issue, 50th edition. A UK-based magazine. It is a UK-based magazine, UK, United Kingdom, including England and others also. Magazine. Pioneer in outsider art. Pioneer means it is the first. It is the topmost. You can say a kind of magazine. In which it is written about the outsider art and in publications. Means ये जो रॉ विजन है इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा, मतलब और भी पम्पलेट्स में और भी मैगजीन्स में, न्यूज़पेपर्स में इस रॉ आर्ट ब्रूट और आउटसाइडर आर्ट के बारे में लिखा जा रहा था, लेकिन रॉ विजन में सबसे ज़्यादा लिखा जा रहा था. ये पायनियर था, सबसे आगे था, ये फर्स्ट था, टॉप पे था. फीचर्स नेक चंद एंड in the 50th edition, which was in the spring season of 2005 of Raw Vision, features Nek Chand. They appreciated Nek Chand and his rock garden sculpture, and his rock garden sculpture which he has created, Women by the Waterfall. They gave the theme into their 50th version in Raw Vision. The theme was given to the this rock garden is Women by the Waterfall. मतलब जो इसमें 50th वर्जन में उन्होंने पब्लिश किया, उसमें वुमेन बाय द वाटरफॉल, रॉक गार्डन नहीं लिखा, वुमेन बाय द वाटरफॉल ये टाइटल दे करके और न्यूज़पेपर में पब्लिश किया ऑन इट्स एनिवर्सरी इशू कवर. एंड इट वाज 50th एनिवर्सरी इशू कवर, मीन्स फर्स्ट पेज. ऑन द फर्स्ट पेज हिज रॉक गार्डन वाज पब्लिश. सो इट इज़ अ वेरी बिग रिस्पेक्ट डियर स्टूडेंट्स. ये बहुत बड़ा सम्मान है एक भारतीय के लिए कि किसी फेमस मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे एक इंडियन का क्रिएशन आ रहा है, उसको अप्रिशिएट किया जा रहा है, तो ये बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है. The notion of art brute, the idea, thought of art brute or raw art, you can say raw art also, was of works. Raw, why raw? Because these artists were untrained artists. Raw जानते हैं, जैसे इसका मतलब कच्चा होता है, तो ये सभी वर्ड जो सोचता था उसके उनके अकॉर्डिंग ये सभी आर्टिस्ट कच्चे आर्टिस्ट थे जो आर्ट बनाते थे. बट इनका कंट्रीब्यूशन was of works that were in their raw state as regards, because their contribution was in the raw state, means they used raw material, as here Nek Chand used recycled material as regards cultural and artistic influences, means, but they had a deep understanding of culture also and artistic effect also. Anything and everything from a tin to a sink to a broken down car could be a material for a work of art. अब ये जो आर्ट ब्रूट, ये जो आउटसाइडर आर्ट के लोग हैं, ये अपने आर्ट में क्या क्या चीज़ें यूज़ कर सकते थे. एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, दे कुड यूज एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम अ टिन टू अ सिंक, फ्रॉम अ यू कैन से दैट द सिंक विच इज द वाटर सिंक, दे कुड यूज सिंक ऑल्सो. To a broken down car, they could use a broken down car also, could be material for a work of art. Means for this kind of art, raw art, they could use any type of material, wasted material, and they will recycle them and they will make something wonderful as per this example. Something Nek Chand has taken to dizzying heights. Something it is done according in this concept raw art or art brute or outsider art. Something already Nek Chand has done and he has proved, and to the dizzying height means his achievements can surprise anyone. Means can by gathering any material. Okay, the raw artist, the raw art or the art brute or the outsider artist or the outsider art can create anything which can surprise anyone. Dizzying heights means surprising heights. recognizing his art, recognizing his art as an outstanding testimony of the difference a single man can make when he lives his dream. अभी जो आउटसाइडर आर्ट है कितना बड़ा डिफरेंस क्रिएट कर सकता है देखिए. Recognizing his art, Nixon recognizes, he identifies his art, he says that an outstanding testimony of the difference. He told that it is an wonderful example, testimony example of the difference a single man can make, means what single man can create in the society when he lives his dream. When a person, means here author wants to say that if a person wants to live his own dream and if he is determined to his dream and if he wants to do whatever he has decided, if he wants to achieve at any cost, Nixon is an example that a single man can create a lot of change in the society and can change the total ideology of the people towards an unrecognized thing. जैसा कि नेक्सन ने किया, मतलब एक आदमी कितना बड़ा डिफरेंस क्रिएट कर सकता है. जैसे हम लोग बेसिकली कहते हैं कि अकेले करने से थोड़ी होगा, हम ही थोड़ी कर सकते हैं. तो इसका ये एग्जांपल यहाँ पे है कि एक आदमी भी अगर चाहे तो बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस क्रिएट कर सकता है. The Swiss Commission for UNESCO, now it is giving, the Swiss Commission for UNESCO will be honoring him by way of European exposition of his works. Now, the first respect was given in 2005 by the UK-based Raw Vision magazine to giving his art on the cover page. Now, UNESCO has decided that they will honor Mr. Nechand as a European exposition of his works, because while they will think about the European, means there will be a meeting of European exposition, means European respect towards this kind of raw art. They have decided that they will respect Mr. Nechand. The 5-month interactive show, means UNESCO has UNESCO organizes European exposition show for 5 months continuously, and in that 5-month interactive show, that attractive show रियल्म ऑफ नेक्सन, दे विल पब्लिश, मतलब इसमें बहुत सारा ऐसा इमर्जिंग आर्टिस्ट के बारे में दिखाया जाता है जो कमीशन ऑफ यूनेस्को है, जिसमें यूरोपियन एक्सपोजिशन होती है और वर्क्स को दिखाते हैं. तो ये 5 मंथ्स कंटिन्यू चलता है और इसमें इन्होंने नेकचंद के रियल्म ऑफ नेकचंद, मतलब रियल मतलब एरिया, मतलब किंगडम, नेकचंद का साम्राज्य, इस टॉपिक पे इन्होंने पूरे 5 महीने इनके क्रिएशंस को दिखाने का डिसीजन लिया. ये भी बहुत बड़ा रिस्पेक्ट है. बिगिनिंग अक्टूबर विल बी हेल्ड एट द लीडिंग म्यूजियम इन स्विट्जरलैंड, बिकॉज इज द स्टोरी ऑफ 2005. सो इन द मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर इन 2005 इट इज रिटन आउट, ऑलरेडी इट हैज हैपेंड दैट. सो द 5 मंथ यहाँ पे लिखा है विल बी ऑनरिंग हिम, विल बी, क्योंकि ये 2005 में लिखा है और अक्टूबर में इनको ऑनर मिलेगा. अक्टूबर से पहले चैप्टर लिखा गया है, आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे 28 अगस्त को ये चैप्टर लिखा हुआ है और अक्टूबर में इनको ये रिस्पेक्ट मिलेगा. इसके लिए यहाँ पे विल भी लिखा है. अब ये चीज़ काफ़ी पुराना हो चुका है बट हम उसी फॉर्म में भी पढ़ रहे हैं. सो रियल्म ऑफ नेक्सन के थीम पे यूनेस्को ने इनको रिस्पेक्ट किया. जो अक्टूबर इन दैट विल बिगिनिंग इन द अक्टूबर विल बी हेल्ड एट लीडिंग म्यूजियम्स इन स्विट्जरलैंड, दैट विल बी हेल्ड इन द लीडिंग म्यूजियम्स इन स्विट्जरलैंड, Belgium, France and Italy, means these are very prosperous European countries. The biggest reward is walking through the garden. But Nixon says, ये सभी रिवार्ड ही हैं उनके लिए, उनके काम को. But Nixon says that the biggest reward for me walking through the garden, that while I walk through the garden and seeing people, while people walk through my garden, into my garden, and I see that people are enjoying and my creation and they are being happy, means to spread happiness and smile on the face of people, to see them, I feel much satisfied, and that is my biggest reward according to Nixon. This was the newspaper article published, written by Brinda Shuri in Hindustan Times on 28 August in 2005. Thank you, students.